What is going on, everybody? Ronin1011 here for Ronin Gaming, and I am doing a Battlefield 4 wishlist video. Yep, that's right. I've seen a bunch of these online. I've seen, you know, in forums and stuff, and everyone's putting in their 2 cents, and I figure, well, I play Battlefield, and I love Battlefield, and I've loved Battlefield forever, so why not do it? So that's what I'm doing. So to jump right into it, what I want to do is, I'm going to talk about the things that I want, and then I'm going to talk about some things that I've heard other people have that have said that, you know, it's like some of the guys I follow on YouTube and stuff that do Battlefield. You know, some of the things that they said. So let me get into my stuff. Okay, my overall thing is that I want Battlefield 4 to be more like Battlefield 2, or more importantly for me, Battlefield 2142, because I feel 2142 expanded on Battlefield 2, the way the squads worked, the maps, everything. Commander, I feel like it worked. It just expanded it to a point where it was so much fun to play. That's why I like Battlefield 2142 even more than Battlefield 2, regardless of the weapons and vehicles and shit like that. But so basically what I'm going to start off with is, like, again, more like Battlefield 2 2142, because let's bring back the battle recorder, which was cool. I mean, that was a cool way. Now there's a lot of ways to do it. You can record your own footage. You can use, if you're on PC, you can use fraps or anything like that, or you got an HD PVR if you're on your console. Okay, that's fine, but a lot of people don't have that, and a lot of people still want to look at their stuff. So battle recorder was awesome because it let you actually do that. It let you go back and look at your whatever you did. You can look at other people. You could, you know, basically it was like the first theater mode in these games, and I really enjoyed that. I used it a lot. I didn't use it for recording or anything like that, but I used it to look at the games and see strategies and stuff like that. So going right from battle recorder, I'd like to see an 6-man squads back, because that was fun. That was cool. It was like a lot of people in there. You know, you had a lot of people to do stuff with. You know, 4 people, I feel like it's just, I don't know. I like the idea of small squads like that, but this is huge warfare. These things, these maps, you know, the matches you can have in Battlefield 3 are just huge. So it's like you need a bigger squad, you know. And you know, so included in the squad thing is squad leaders. Like I was always a squad leader. I want to see squad leaders buffed up the way they used to be, and you know, and I want to see the commander back. You know, so real quick, I'll go to the commander. I didn't play commander a lot. I had a couple friends that played commander a lot, and I'll tell you what, having a good commander and being able to do supply drops and stuff, which was another thing which I'll just throw in there because I just remembered it. But supply drops were awesome, and the commander, he commanded the battlefield. You know, if you had a good commander, you knew what to do. You didn't have to worry about where to go. You'd get an order from your commander, you'd accept it by pressing page up or page down to reject it, and then you'd go, and then that would be automatically sent to your squad if you weren't a real active squad leader like I was. But as a squad leader, what you need to be able to do, and I hope they put this into Battlefield 4, is they need to put you need to be able to put waypoints anywhere, okay, which is cool, and the squad leader needs to get a map view like he used to. Okay, so the commander would have this overall map view, and you can command, you know, you could do things, you know, you can move your squads around, tell this one to go over here, and then suppress and attack and all this stuff. But the squad leader also needs a map, so he can set waypoints, he can see what the commander wants him to do, it'll show up on the map, you know. And so you might be thinking, okay, well, that's great on the PC, but how does that work for console? Well, it might have to be a kind of slimmed down version, but I mean, there's no reason you can't hit a button like, you know, instead of, you know, like you check your score, you could do the same thing by holding a different button down or double tapping. I don't know. You find a way to get the map up, look at the map, and then when you're in the map mode to maneuver, okay, look, we have analog sticks, man. It works like a mouse, and if you're playing on a console with a controller, you're good with the damn controller. You're obviously playing a first-person shooter. I think you can handle moving a friggin' like a mouse cursor around with that. Or like I said, if you want to simplify it, throw it in so it just snaps to different points. Now, how does that work with setting waypoints anywhere? I'm not exactly sure. I mean, you know, there's ways around that. Either you have a free roaming mouse or you have it snap. Okay, free roaming mouse, obviously a PC. Console, if you have it snap, fine. So you maybe lose a little bit of that waypoint anywhere thing. So maybe that's a PC only thing. But still, having the ability to do that. And if you're wondering why would that be good, because if there's a building that you know you can provide good cover for another squad, or you can sneak around, boom, set a waypoint, you get all your squad over there, and then you maneuver from there. So I mean, that's that's an important thing for squad leader, and I was always doing that when I was playing Battlefield 2 and 2142. That's how I rolled. If I didn't have a good commander or there was no commander, then I ran my squad, and I not to toot my own friggin' horn, but I was a really good squad leader. And Battlefield 3, there just isn't that. It's just, oh, I'm just with these other 4 guys and 3 other guys, and maybe I'll spawn on him, but if he's not getting attacked, like, it's kind of like, all right, whatever. You know, it's not a real, squads are just random things to just, it's just like a random thing. It's like, oh, okay, I guess I'll be in a squad. There's no meat to it. There's no reason to be there. And squad leaders, again, Battlefield 3, I'm consistently trying to get those squad points. You know, attack here, defend here. I'm constantly trying to do that so we can get those extra points. But no one seems to play like that. In 2142 and Battlefield 2, they did. You know, so the other thing with that is, we used to have voiceover channels, different voiceover channels for the commander and for the squad leaders. That was amazing. That was so cool, because basically how it works is it's a structure thing. You have a commander can talk to your squad leaders, and your squad leaders can talk to your squad. Commanders can't talk directly to squad members, but they can talk to the squad leaders, and that's the chain of command. That's how it should be. So now squad leaders can talk to their squad, and they had a separate channel for their commander. Okay, that is awesome. Console. Okay, how do you do that? Guess what? There's a billion buttons on the damn controller. I think you can figure it out. Okay, even if it's going into a radial and swapping, you know, channels. Okay, hey, they do it in real life. They swap channels, don't they? When they touch their throats or whatever they got to do. So having a command channel and a squad channel would be perfect. It was amazing. It was so cool to be able to talk to the commander and then relay that to your squad, or be able to get an order from the commander and then it goes right to your squad because you accepted that. So those are things I want to see very, very badly. And Combo Rose, like, let's add a Combo Rose to the console. There's no reason why you can't. I was disappointed that it didn't happen. There's absolutely no reason that you can't. I mean, look at all these games that you hold down the radio, you hold down a trigger button, and then you have a radial pop up, and then you move around the radial and grab you. How many games do that? Every game does that. Every freaking game does that. Most recently, Crysis 3 did that to pick your attachments and stuff. So there's no reason that you can't have a Combo Rose like that, even a simplified one. You know what I mean? That's what I want to see. And in that Combo Rose, you can have Cover Me and, you know, all the stuff that you had in the previous versions of Battlefield. If you don't know, go check it out, because I'm not going to go into it. But there's a lot of things you can put in there, especially if you're a squad leader. Okay, that's where you spot. You know, it's you guys know what I'm saying if you play the PC version. So I guess those are the main things that I want to see to make it more like Battlefield 2/2142, because those things. This was a team tactical game, and the console, although I love Battlefield 3, and it's like, this is why I'm not a fan of Bad Company 2, because they stripped it down and made it like a hybrid, you know, Call of Duty Battlefield. I didn't like that. That's not Battlefield. I put hours upon hours into Battlefield 2 and 2142, and I consistently played that game because it was just fun. It was, even if you're having a bad day, you're still having fun because, you know, of all the cool things you could do, especially as a squad leader. I love doing that, you know? So I would really like to see that stuff back. I think that would really bring back the feel of Battlefield, not this whole whatever, you know, just running gun bullshit, you know? But, again, don't get me wrong, I love Battlefield 3. I'm just saying, like, it needs to be, there needs to be hierarchies, there needs to be chains of command, there needs to be a better squad, a better team feel. Because no one gets in Battlefield 3, and unless you're in a clan, and you're with the same people with the same tag clan name, you're not gonna really get. Every guy's gonna run around by himself unless you're playing with your friends and you coordinate over Skype or even over the voice over IP on PS3 or Xbox. I mean, come on, you're not really doing that. So I want to see that back. I need to see that back. That would make it a lot better. And you can do it on consoles. I'm sorry, you can do it on consoles. Don't tell me you can't. All right, give console players better chance and give them benefit of the doubt here. In any case. That's what I really want to see. That's my particular personal wish list. Other things that I've heard from watching videos and reading stuff online is, the first thing is weather. Weather would be awesome, okay? There's kind of some weather in Battlefield 3, like the market and stuff, but weather could be cool, you know, like real weather, like storms that start and stop, you know, shit like that. That could be pretty cool. I mean, like in the campaign, you know, like that stuff's in the campaign, you know, put it in multiplayer. Especially on PlayStation 4 and the new Xbox. I mean, there's no reason that you can't do that. But so that's cool. Maybe you'll be able to turn it off on servers, whatever. I don't know. So weather's a cool thing. Another good thing I heard about was training mode for vehicles. That would be awesome. How many times have you either gotten in a helicopter or a plane not knowing what you're doing, like when you first start out, or you have that guy that hijacks a jet because he's waiting at the spawn for it, jumps in it, and then like 100 meters later crashes because he doesn't know how to fly it. I mean, you know, that happens, but how the hell are you supposed to learn how to fly unless you find an open server, you know, an empty server that you go in? You know, how the hell else is someone supposed to learn how to maneuver these vehicles and you know, use them really well? You have to practice. So a training mode for vehicles would be awesome. Another thing I heard about was a spectator mode. Spectator mode could be cool. That's if you know, to preview the server you're on. If you know, you see a cool server and you're like, oh, this looks kind of cool. Maybe I'll check this out. You go and you see how the game's going. You see if it's overpowered. If one team is overpowering the other team, and you're like, I don't want to do that. You know, chances are you're not getting on the overpowering team. You're going to get on the losing team. So spectator mode is something good. What else? Oh, fix squad spawn. Okay. For example, you know, I was watching a video and the guy was like, you know when you go to spawn, you spawn on your friend or you spawn in a place and there's one guy that was there, and then all of a sudden, you know, you take some shots at him, you duck down, you reload, you get up, and now there's like his entire squad there. You know, in tight close quarter situations, that's kind of rough. That's bad positioning. You know, so maybe they could fix that where in those type of situations, particular areas of the map, squad spawn doesn't work. You know, like you can't deploy there. You know, so that could be something. Another thing was night maps. Take the same maps that we have now and throw some night in there. You know, that could be cool. They did it in no, they didn't really do it in Spec Ops and Battlefield, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, and in doing that, instead of using the infrared, you know, scope, you could use, you know, NVG, you know, use some night vision goggles as equipment. You know, I mean, I'm not going to get into weapons and bullet drop and suppression. I don't want to get into all that shit right now. I'm just talking overall broad stuff because that's just what I want to talk about right now. But as far as equipment go, night vision goggles could be cool. I've also heard some stuff about better weapon customization. You know, again, I'm not really going to get into that, but I mean, we could probably use a little better weapon customization, especially in the gear department, and maybe why can't I have a flashlight and a laser scope? You know what I mean? I think we're going to have, you know, reticle and scope capabilities where he flips it on the side like we saw in the trailer for Battlefield 4. So that would be pretty cool. And so yeah, so weapon customization a little bit better. We'll see about that. And the last thing I want to ask real quick before this video ends. Where's Vietnam? Give us Vietnam back. Give us a DLC. Give us. I mean, Bad Company 2 did it. You know, why can't we get some Vietnam stuff back? Anyway, that's all I want to ask you. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know what you think about my things that I said. And thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.